Welcome to AM Best Audio.
I'm Lori Chortis for AM Best TV, and we're at the InsurTech New York Spring Conference in New York City. Joining us now is Counterpart CEO Tanner Hackett. Tanner, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you for having me back.
Tanner, what types of digital and technology innovation are you now seeing in the D&O and professional liability markets?
So it's been an interesting transition for the last few years. We looked at innovation happening first on the distribution side, and then it evolved to underwriting. And now we're looking at claims being a major topic of discussion, and also risk mitigation. So, the innovation has happened in waves, and it's all coming together because we're realizing that this is a system and they're all interconnected. You have to understand what you're writing, what you're placing with the business, and the actual outcome, and how you can intervene throughout that process to change the product and to create value for your customers.
Are you seeing growing use of AI and ChatGPT?
ChatGPT, this has been a centerpiece of a lot of my discussions lately. I'd really encourage anybody listening to test this, to explore it, because I think it's, going to be mind-bending in a lot of ways. Really exciting to see the potential in the applications in personal and professional life, specifically with insurance. At the core of insurance, it's about experience, it's about repetition, it's about taking data and be able to synthesize this into probable outcomes. ChatGPT and systems like AI, AI specifically has been discussed for many decades. And now we're seeing this application in the form of ChatGPT that is very user-friendly. But in doing so, it's unlocking a lot of thought about how can we change everything from our marketing content to fit our customer needs, expectations. How can we think about our underwriting and synthesizing a larger data set? How can we think about claims and taking this pool of claims information, which maybe we looked at 10 data points, we can go to thousands of data points. So it's really a point of leverage for most institutions that have embraced this in an early stage and brought the product to them through a much simpler interface.
Speaking of AI, can you talk about some of the benefits and uses of AI in claims management?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, it's really about repetition, and that creates experience. And from this experience, you have better outcomes because you're able to predict what one event or attribute will lead to in terms of the claims frequency and claims severity. Think of one human and all the experience that they have in their career. There's a limit to how much experience. You could spend decades in claims, and you could be the best in your claims, but that's not going to be like having a team of people where they collaborate. You're just going to be smarter because you have more reps. Well, think about the step function of now having an AI system that can't just see across teams, but it can see across the entire universe of claims outcomes. And that's what AI does. It's going to make you smarter about understanding what the exposures are of a lawsuit and allow you to take a much more proactive strategy to mitigate this claim, to address the claim, to settle the claim, which we work in commercial insurance. It's all about the speed at which you're able to settle and make all parties happy.
Customize your data experience. BestLink now offers an interactive company dashboard that provides company-level intelligence in a fast, user-friendly interface featuring interactive tables, charts, and Sparkline performance histories. Customize the dashboard tiles to prioritize the insurer ratings, data, and analytics that best support your workflow. AM Best. Our insight, your advantage.
How can companies enhance the customer experience through InsurTech?
Yeah, InsurTech has an important opportunity and almost an obligation here. We operate as a MGU, so we partner with Markel and Aspen. They brought us on because they saw that we can provide leverage both in terms of our data and our AI, but also our workflows to make it simpler to place business. And so it's almost a lens that they get to see through to the future by partnering with us. And we're very collaborative with our partners in helping educate them on our decision making, what we're seeing, and it feeds back into their broader institution. So this is like this idea of disruption in insurance. This is not what's happening today. It's about partnerships. It's about working with institutions that are leaning into the future and us showing what is possible.
Looking at the overall InsurTech market, while funding is slowing, what do InsurTechs now need to be focused on?
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting environment. I think great companies can still get funding, but they're being a lot more thoughtful about what are the metrics and unit economics of placing business. In MGAs, you have to be looking at what's your cost, your customer acquisition costs, versus the actual profit margin on business. And so I think a really honest discussion about how you're going to acquire customers and what the operational costs of placing business for an MGU like us. And then for more software companies, which there are a bunch here at this event, it's about how do you reduce that time to sell in to a major carrier? How do you make that integration process easier to create value almost more immediately, and then upsell them on other features and functions?
You talked earlier about the benefits and values of partnerships. Can we expect to see more InsurTechs partnering with legacy companies in the coming years?
Absolutely. I think this is really picking up a lot of steam. At the early stages, there were just a few forward-thinking carriers that were giving this a shot, beta testing what it would be like to partner with companies that were outside of their corporate structure. We're seeing a ton of innovation on every layer of the stack, from distribution to data to underwriting to claims. So I think this is an inevitability, and I'm sure we're going to see some M&A opportunities with these carriers recognizing value and saying, ooh, this would look good on our shelves.
Tanner, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Yeah, great to be here. Thank you.
For AM Best TV in New York City, I'm Lori Chortis.
Looking to get the full attention of the insurance industry? We have the platforms that will do just that. Whether it be AM Best TV, AM Best Audio, Best Review Magazine, or Best Day. Find out more by calling AM Best Advertising Sales at 908-439-2200, extension 5399, and have a great day.